This Faisal Fun, I'm gonna present my dot boxes game using Minmax algorithm with alpha beta proning. Yeah, when you start this application, it asks for number of columns and number of rows and number of lies. That how deep that Minmax algorithm is gonna go look to predict the AI move. When you generate the box, it has assigned each box with random numbers, which are going to be used to sum up and generate the score for any player who have completed a box. Once you click your edge, it's going to draw an edge and for you, and then it will draw that edge for predict the move for AI and draw an edge for the AI as well. Yeah, and once it finds the like for this one, it could have drawn anywhere, but it found that this value is better and it will get the maximum score. So it generated and increased the score for AI. Next. So it has option to select 3 or 5, but 5 has better value. So it increased AI score to 6 and human score to 3 once I clicked on that one. And yeah, when you win, it won't give you another move. Other player will be able to make the move. Now in the code, this is just the UI. That's where the game is being drawn. That's the form. Init is the one which is basically making the form work, and the only important thing that this function is doing is just generating the initial board. And utils class, this is the basic class which has some utility functions, like when you select the edge, this function is actually calling the min-max algorithm to predict the move for AI, and I will explain it a little bit later. This is the function which actually draws the board whenever you click the board, and the AI's move has been suggested, and then it draws the whole board again. It removes the previous board and generates the score and prints those score as well, and it verifies if the game has been completed, and then show the different messages. Generate initial board is actually the initial board which represent the which generates the initial board with the 5 and with random numbers between 1 to 5, and each dot and edge is representing one index of our two-dimensional array. Node class is actually the class which has state of the game at any given point of time, and it stores the values of store the values of scores, and it also knows which edge was changed and which players move is it. And generate child, it's actually sort of being used for generating the clone of any node, and evaluate is the function, the eval function, which is basically working as suggested in the slides. Min score is human score and max score is the AI score. Calculate score being used to just calculate the values based upon the random values that we generated for each box. Draw edge is supposed to draw the edge and calculate the score and switch the player whose move is next. Process child node is actually the function which is going to generate children for any given node. Is complete box is the function which verifies if a box has been completed, then it gives the winner, the player who completed the box points. And min-max, yeah, that's the main class where which is supposed to be called which is supposed to apply the min-max algorithm and alpha beta proning. This function is called when you select an edge and your edge has been drawn, then it calls it suggests the AI move. In this line, actually, it's calling that min-max algorithm. This is the implementation of min-max algorithm. The first thing I do is that I assign children nodes to the current node, and then I check if I'm at the max depth of node of plies to predict the move, or it's a child node. Then I return its value using the eval node, and it starts with min safe integer with the negative infinity and checks if it's max. Then it applies it processes using max. Max part of min-max algorithm, and then it on all of its children it applies it calls it the apply function again and again, which is sort of being called as informed recursion. Here's what I'm applying, alpha beta proning. So if beta is greater than alpha, that means that we have to drop the tree, and in case of its min player's move, I just get the max infinity value, positive infinity value, and do the same recursion and drop the tree based upon beta is less than alpha. Once the best value is selected, I just loop through and find the node for which the value was selected and return its xy values for index x and y column, and then the edge has been drawn based upon that.